Hello and welcome back to the case of the Golden Idol. We're in chapter 3, where yet another person who previously held the idol has died. Now, we are about to, I think, delve deeper into the weird, because it is the Ascent, the strange practices of a secretive society. Let's go. Okay. This is a weird one. We got footprints. More footprints. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Who are you? He says. Oh, he's got many things on him. A loaded pistol, a coil of rope, a shabby formal coat, a dagger, Ashblair finest tobacco, to David Gorin for reliable service from EC. I was going to say, this is what David Gorin had on him. David, the gathering will be on March 14th. To follow our plan, we should be there at least 2 hours before midnight. The target will arrive in full costume. Grab rope and weapons. WK. So is David Gorin potentially trying to get the idol for himself this whole time? Do I need to put this in here? This is David Gorin. That is not David Gorin. Okay, I do not know what I need to put in there then. But that's a lot of info that we've got in there so far. Okay. That's not David Gorin. Tattoo depicts a hand and an eye. Or maybe it is David Gorin and we need more. There's hats. Sword, a loaded pistol, and a clean new coat. The hats were on Walter Keane previously. Could this be Walter Keane? In fact, this might be... Yeah, this could be Walter Keane, I suppose. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's head in and see what's going on. We've only found 2 things. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. With the dark hands, the proud beasts, and the water snakes, brothers wear masks appropriate to their house. Was it the dark I think it was the dark hands who tried to kill Edward Cloudsley before. Okay. Masters. I ventured on the Order's mission to reclaim our fire-breathing relic and, with great resolve, punish the despicable enemy. I, with a few brave companions, fearlessly entered his hideout in a remote hunting cabin. But the devil had prepared a treacherous trap, and an explosion slaughtered my dearest friends as we entered the study. Thanks to my sturdy physique, I survived the blast, only to be assaulted by the enemy's lackey, assassin warrior David Gorin, a pack of bloodthirsty hounds. After an hour of fight, I received numerous deadly wounds, in spite of which I prevailed and defeated my assailants with my martial training. I discovered the enemy's dead body, slain by a trap of his own making, but no trace of the relic. I'm forced to go into hiding because the government's watchmen are tracking me. Once I've recovered from my deadly wounds and shaken off the watchmen, I will send you my next report. May the Griffin awaken. Walter Keane. I actually think this is Walter Keane. If it isn't, I'm going to not guess again, but are you Walter Keane? Keane Walter? 2 or fewer slots are incorrect. That's interesting. We got other stuff on there. Anyway, we'll leave it for now then. Masters, I must apologize 1,000 times for my absence, but my road to recovery was full of peril and valor that cannot be sufficiently conveyed in writing. The government dogs and spies chased me tirelessly, and I was forced to seek refuge in Aquitania to recover from my still dire wounds. There, I finally bested my pursuers with help of Lazarus Hurst, a young resourceful gentleman who I met in a remote manor one dark winter's night. Not only did he earn my trust by stepping into the fray against the enemies, but he turned out to be well versed in the arcane arts. Of course, not yet close to your skills. I finally recovered and planned to return to Albion. I suggest that Lazarus would be a fine addition to the Order. I vouch for him and will invite him to undergo the appropriate trial. May the Griffin awaken. Walter Keane. Illuminated Masters, I object to the admittance of the individual Lazarus Hurst to our brethren. I submit that our dark-haired brother Walter Keane, who vouches for him, cannot be trusted because he is a liar and a thief. I'm certain on dispatching our enemy he kept the golden fire-breathing relic for himself. Nothing will move me on this. He must produce the relic, apologize personally to me, and afterwards be expelled from our brotherhood. Sir Geoffrey Sinclair. Okay. Brothers wear robes appropriate to their ranks. Master, Steward, Initiate. Okay. Wait a second. We go back out here. You are Initiate and you've got a hand. So that would make you a dark... That would make you someone Dark Hand. Potentially. I don't know if that's right, but we'll put that in there for now. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Ritual of Squabble. Only initiates can be Defender and Accuser. The sword must be borne by any Dark Hand. Required decorations of the Hall. The Grim Reaper, the Never-Ending Teacher, the Feeder of Mouths. Ritual of Conflict. The Accuser must deeply hate the Defender. The sword must be borne by any initiate. Required decorations. The Never-Tiring Teacher, the Keeper of Treasures, and the Mirror of Souls. Okay. The Ritual of Dispute. Only stewards or higher rank can be Defender and Accuser. The scepter must be borne by the Water Snake Master. Required decorations in the Hall, the Keeper of Treasures, and Never-Tiring Teacher, the Grim Reaper. Ritual of Discord. The houses of the Accuser and Defender stand behind their brothers. The scepter must be borne by Dark Hand Master. Required decorations of the Hall, Speaker to the Blind, the Grim Reaper, the Keeper of Treasures. Done when the Accuser is challenged the Defender. Both drinkers must be barefoot. The substance is added depending on the severity of the accusation, including deadly poison. Add one substance to one of the cups. Defender chooses first, Accuser chooses the remaining. Both will partake of the wine cups. Okay. The Griffin has spoken. Right. Tray of a small vial of unknown substance. Right. What about you? You got anything else? Oh, you got a ring. Ruby ring. Okay. Another ruby ring. So everyone who had the ring was maybe part of this society? 2 cups on a stone altar. They contain some wine but are almost empty. The Griffin has spoken. Silver tankard with some red wine in it and a ruby ring. Okay. Chamber below, we got ceremonial sword and we got a ruby ring. The ceremonial scepter and the ruby ring. And then you, man within the mask is not breathing and a ruby ring. So let's start with the basics here. What have we got? We got a Grim Reaper. So Grim Reaper means it could be a ritual of squabble. It could be a ritual of dispute. It could be a ritual of discord. Okay, and that's it. What else do we have here? Sword must be borne by any Dark Hand Initiate. Do you have anything on you? You have nothing which tells us who you are necessarily. Sword must be borne by Dark Hand Master is the other one there. Okay. What else have we got? We got a key. Is the key something? The Keeper of Treasures? It's probably not the Keeper of Treasures, but it does have key in the name. Okay. What else have we got in here? We got a book. Mirror of Souls. No, there's no mirror. Never-Tiring Teacher. I don't see that anywhere either. Feeder of Mouths. I also don't see anything that would fit that. Yeah, nothing in here. Keeper of Treasures. I mean, that could be the key. Speaker to the Blind. A book is a speaker to the... Could be, if it's Braille. Okay. We'll leave you to your murder. We'll come back. Clue has been added to the thinking panel. Inception. Must endure the tests of snail, fire, water, and, tree. Administered by Pride v. Steward. Evaluation, you must endure the tests of tree, fire, time, and water. Transition, you must endure the tests of star, fire, water, and snail. Administered by Water Snake Master. And admission, you must endure the tests of snail, time, water, and star. Administered by any master. Prepare to receive what you have earned. February 10th, 1790. Brother. A member of our order has proposed a new candidate to join our brotherhood. Our brother's trustworthiness, however, has been challenged. Therefore, we've decided to take measures to resolve the fate of these individuals. If brother proves himself, he can vouch for the newcomer. If the newcomer survives the appropriate trial, he will join our ranks. You are summoned to join our gathering on March 14th to fulfill your role in the rites of the brotherhood. Council of Masters. We have one eye, Proud Beast. Ruby ring in his pocket and one on his finger. So if we go back to this for a second. Proud Beast Steward, you would assume. It must be Inception. Yeah. So that's carrying something, eating something, being a fish, being cold. Does that match up? Carrying could be a snail, eating spicy food, being a fish, being in nature. Does that in any way line up? No. And then we have you. I've signaled to Griffin who I am. I accept my fate, whatever it may be. Okay, so we have everything. I'm not sure here. Let me have a look at this again. So, is this time? This might be time, because it's going from, like, sunny to freezing, so that would be time. So does any of them end in time? No. That is a fish in a house. That could be time as well. That could be 3 could be time. And then maybe 4 is nature. This is not eating. He has no mouth, so therefore cannot eat. I don't know. And then this is carrying a house. I don't know what order of these you're meant to look at these from. I'm assuming you're meant to do... Well, maybe you do it this way around. Maybe it's... tree... I think... No, that doesn't make any sense. If it's water 3 makes sense because it's got a fish, right? So it's got to be one of the other ones. Which then means that you've got this, which can either be fire, or it can be that. I think the first one's got to be snail, and third one's got to be water. So what is star? I think it has to be Inception, right? Or no, Emission. No, it has to be Emission. Maybe? Well, Proud Beast Steward, and this is the Proud Beast one. But you could also just be any master. What have we got? Don't really know what these are either. You think you're a Dark Hand, but we're not sure who you are. Are you Walter Dark Hand? No. Okay. I kind of thought you were Walter Keane, but I don't think you are. Although, you... Let me go outside again. So, whoever this was... Yeah, wait a second. You've been mugged, right? Potentially? Yeah, so wait, you were David... The gathering will be held March 14th. To follow our plan, we should be there at least 2 hours before midnight. The target will arrive in full costume. The target will arrive in full costume. So you've stripped this person and taken his clothes. Yes. So that could mean that you are David Gorin, but I don't think you are because you look nothing like him. You could also be David Gorin. I think David Gorin is in here somewhere. Okay. Interesting. Okay, what's this ritual? Need the feeder of mouths, the never-ending stuff. The initiates could be defender or accuser. We see what's here? Yeah, that's fine. It must be born by a Dark Hand Master. Wait a second. We know something here. We know... Is this called a scepter, by the way? Yes. Okay. So, the accuser must deeply hate the defendant. Sword must be borne by any initiate. Scepter must be borne by Dark Hand Master or Water Snake Master. Okay. Well, what we can assume, right, is the one downstairs, one in here, you're probably Proud Beast, right? Because you got a Proud Beast thing on you. So if you were Proud Beast, then that limits what it could be. Can I say anything else about you here? No, you got the ceremonial sword, but we can't see how many things you have. It said something about this, right? Wear robes appropriate to their rank. So the robes equal their rank. I see. So do we know anyone's rank in particular? I don't know if we know anyone's rank. Okay, this is intriguing. So you have that. You have that. Only initiates can be a defender or attacker for squabble. Yeah. Dispute. Only stewards of higher rank can be defender and accuser. The houses of the accuser and defender stand behind their brothers. So Ritual of Discord requires the houses to stand behind their brothers, which is not happening, right? Yeah, so it's not the Ritual of Discord, so we can cut that one out. Which means it is either the dispute, it's either the Ritual of Squabble, or it's the Ritual of Dispute. The scepter must be borne by a water snake master. Are you water snakes? You could be. You definitely could be. Would that then mean that white is master? Potentially. Never tiring teacher, the feeder of mouths. I don't know what the never tiring teacher, the feeder of mouths is. What about this one? The keeper of treasure. I think you might be keeper of treasures. And then... yeah, but then it's, I still don't know what the never-ending teacher is. Never-ending teacher is the book. Yes, so it's the Ritual of Dispute. Which means that you are steward or higher rank. Okay. Sword must be borne by a dark hand. So you're dark hand. Where's dark hand? So you are dark hand. Okay. That much we got. You're dark hand. Wait. Is that right? Wait, why am I saying you must be dark hand? Because I was looking at Squabble? Because I was looking at Squabble. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Back to thinking. You might still be dark hand, but you must be water snake. That's fine. Okay. And it says master, right? Yeah. So you are a water snake master. Where have we got it? Master. Okay. What else does it say? Only stewards of high rank can be defender or accuser. In which case, these must be stewards, because it's the only thing you could be. Means you're initiates. Okay. We're getting somewhere. So, now we can go back to this one and get some information off of this. So you... administered by a proud beast steward. What steward? Green? So that could be right still. Darkhand steward could be right. It's definitely not transition. And it's definitely not admission. So it's inception or evaluation. Okay. Which case, one looks a lot more likely because nature, water, that. I don't know what fire is. Fire is the only bit where I'm looking at it going, I don't really understand it, but I think that this must be the ritual of inception. Which is what I thought it was initially, but anyway. I think this is the ritual of inception. If I can actually find the word inception anywhere. Give me a second. There it is. Okay. Which means that you must be the new person. You must be Lazarus Hurst. Unless Lazarus Hurst is the person outside. Well, it was an initiate. Wait, no. The person outside was an initiate. Which means that the person who stole his clothing is either you or you. Right? But he was an initiate of Dark Hand, which means that you must be Dark Hand because he was an initiate of Dark Hand, which means by default you're Proud Beast. Aha! We did it. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. So now let's go back one. So we know that this is a Proud Beast Steward. So that's fine. That's Proud Beast Steward. And we know that you... Wait a second, I never put in the ritual. The ritual is the Ritual of Dispute. Right? Yes. So this is the Ritual of Dispute. And we know that you are David Garn. I think. Okay. That's fine. Do we know what Walter Keane is? I'm just scanning here to see if we know what Walter Keane is. Okay. Lazarus Hurst. That's fine. It could be Lazarus Hurst down there. That would make sense. The Griffin Awaken. I submit that our Dark Hand brother, Walter Keane, who vouches for him, cannot be trusted because he's a liar and a thief. So Walter Keane must be this person. Yeah. So I think that you are Walter Keane. There we go. Which means that you must be Jeffrey Sinclair. Based off what we've seen. You must be Jeffrey Sinclair. Okay. I think you're Lazarus Hurst. Wonder if it's grey because you can put in specific things. Like, you're a Dark Hand. Can I do Dark Hand Initiate? Yes, okay. And you are a Proud Beast Steward. Okay. Yes. You are therefore a Water Snake Initiate. You are a Proud Beast Master. And you are a Water Snake Master. Cool. Okay. So, now we just need to fill in this part. Blank blank was blank to a ritual. Late? Challenged. Walter Keane was challenged to a ritual. There we go. Walter Keane was challenged to a... ritual? Challenged to a something? Let me just see what this is called. Yeah, challenge to a ritual. Did I see the word ritual? Am I going crazy? Let's just A to Z it for a second. Conflict. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, it's challenged to a dispute. Okay, dispute ritual, I see. Sorry, I was reading one word along and then forgot. He, along with David Gorin, ambushed Dark Hand Initiate. David Gorin, posing as Dark Hand Initiate, signaled to Walter Keane. Yeah, signaled to Walter Keane with a something which had no poison. Which cup had no poison? I'm not sure how we did the signal. Is that something that we heard? You said something about a signal, didn't you? I signaled to Griffin who I am. Signal to Griffin who I am. Griffin has spoken. Griffin has spoken. Okay. So this is drank. So this is Jeffrey Sinclair. Drank the other cup. other cup and died. Meanwhile, Lazarus Hurst passed the Inception ritual and became a does it say? It doesn't actually, but we would assume he became a Dark Hand Initiate. Yeah, I'm assuming he became a Dark Hand Initiate. No, Proud Beast, because yes, Proud Beast Initiate, because of the symbol of the thing that's there. Okay, so how did he signal? With a... I'm struggling to see how you signaled, actually. How did he signal? With a tankard? Yeah, wonderful. After being challenged to a ritual with potentially deadly consequences, Walter conspired with David to devise a plan which would ensure his own safety. They captured a Brotherhood member on his way to the gathering. David took his costume so that during the ritual dispute he could indicate to Walter which cup was poisoned. Therefore, Walter chose the safe cup and his opponent drank the poison and died. Straightforward, no problem. Okay. We are now on to the next one. The crowning celebration by the lighthouse. Well, this is weird. I think I've said that a lot. Rules. The one who claims to be Griffin Reborn must perform a miracle. If someone repeats the miracle, it's proven it was not a miracle but mere magic. Claimant is punished with death. If no one can repeat the miracle, the masks fall. Claimant is crowned as Griffin Reborn. In 1725, the first Dark Hand Lord, Harrington, demonstrated flying and jumped off a cliff to his death. In 1756, Proud Beast Master Lord Bledsley performed a seance talking to the spirits. Lord Angus MacBain repeated the miracle, proving him unworthy. In 1764, Dark Hand Master Lord Jones demonstrated the creation of a homunculus. Lord Angus MacBain produced a homunculus as well. In 1771, Proud Beast Master Lord White carried out the hypnosis of a servant. Angus MacBain once again did the same thing. Angus is just a spoilsport, really. Okay. There's more in history? What did I miss? I don't think I missed anything in history. Oh, Griffin Reborn. Okay. And that was the same one that was there. Okay, cool. These are the masks. That's an odd picture. Does that look like he's ready to go or something? There was an actual miracle. Unbelievable. So there is a Griffin Reborn. Ruby ring. And a seal. Okay. Interesting. You? Yeah, your feet as well. Kneel before Griffin Reborn and make ready. I will lead you brothers to a great many changes. So this is Lazarus Hurst. Okay. And he's using the idol to do it. Miracle preparation. After the decrease air input, aim at the sky, press the lever to maximum positions and hold for 10 seconds. At this point the idol should be full enough to perform the miracle once. Miracle hypothesis. The water works better, but the effect is not as convincing. Therefore, the main challenge in ensuring balance when holding onto the idol practice is paramount. Yeah, so they decreases the air into the idol, then increases the air below him in order to fly. Safety notice. Upon pulling the trigger... Yeah, we've already read that one. That's fine. Yeah, we read that one on the previous one. Set of heavy wooden oars. Footprints. A man is not breathing and has a severe wound at the back of his head. His arm appears to be broken. Ruby ring. Water Snake Master, lately I've experienced disturbing dreams and I feel cursed. Are you the source of this with your magic? Desist immediately and know that when pushed my rage is absolute. Do not toy with the well-being of the Empire's general, for I do not tolerate being attacked. In my many voyages, I have learned the dark arts too. If need be, I will summon 1,000 invisible demons to crush your bones. Proud Beast Master. June 15, 1791. Dear friend, it is not so simple for me to get you a seat alongside me in the Court of Directors at the Seven Seas Company. As a doctor, I recommend you stop obsessing over it. It will only unbalance your humours. Let us discuss alternatives at the next party at Kensington Palace. Okay. A flute, and both of his legs appear to be broken. More feet. More feet. Even more feet. Okay. And thus the Griffin Reborn revealed himself to his brothers by demonstrating a true miracle. Silver crown with gems. There's more in here? Is there? Says there's more in there. I'm going crazy. Is it this? Oh, okay. I thought I'd already clicked on it, but that's fine. Here, I brought back your staff, O Griffin Reborn. So he's got the hat stuff on him. So would this be Walter Keane then? A golden snuff box filled with opium powder. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Ah, and this is, yes, okay. Golden idol is encased within the handle of the ornamental cane. Ruby ring. Dear Master McBain, these threats to contact the Chief Inspector about my past offend me greatly. Being an honest soul, I have no choice but to comply with your base demands. I may have invited Lazarus into our brotherhood, but he has not shared all of his secrets with me. Luckily, I had an opportunity to see him practicing the miracle. He has a magical artifact hidden in his cane. When performing the miracle, he inputs these glyphs. Then he presses a small lever on the handle of the cane and grants him powers to demonstrate the miracle. I have no doubt that the staff will work just as well in your hands as his. Sincerely, Darkhand Stewart. But because he hasn't practiced, he fell to his death. I understand. So this is Angus McBain. Okay. This is Lazarus Hurst. I don't have Hurst, but that is Lazarus. And then this is Walter. Okay. The door is locked from the inside. What an honor to experience such a historic event. Ruby ring. Water Snake Brother Maker. Oh, Maker! As in, from the person who executed the will. As the director of the Seven Seas Trading Company, I do not assess work applications. Please go through the official channels so that my staff can evaluate your credentials as an attorney. Darkhand Master JT. Protocol of an attempt to demonstrate a miracle. Location: Lighthouse on Gull Island, near the Horn of Codhead. Time noon. Present: Lord Angus McBain, Alistair Coach, James Turner, Walter Keane, Lazarus Hurst. In charge of notes: Nicholas Maker. And then a watch. Well, you are Nicholas Maker. There we go. You are Walter Keane. You are Lazarus Hurst. Any of you look like doctors? What's this? That's a seal. Seal would make you Alistair Coach, I think. I think you must be Alistair Coach. And then you are James Turner. No. Okay. Alright then. Well, we know these three are right, at least. So that's fine. That's fine. Okay, what else have I got? By guarding the lighthouse, you guarded the Empire. General Alistair Coach. Oh. In which case you're, that's you then. Okay. A trapdoor that connects the staircase to the top of the lighthouse, not locked. Okay. Cool. There we go. So how do I know which one of you is which? Because you were the general, right? Uh-huh. Proud Beast Master. Yeah, that's fine. What's Snake Master? Yeah. Actually, yeah, so you must be the Water Snake Master. It's not so simple for me to discuss a seat among the court of directors at the Seven Seas Company. As a doctor, I recommend you stop obsessing over it. It'll only unbalance your humors. Okay. A heavy seal. Just seeing what information we have. We found it all. I'm just trying to figure out where it's all meant to go. So he obviously has the bottom of that. Oh, I see. So he jumped off with that. I see. Yeah, he jumped off with the bottom still on, I think. I understand. Dear Master McBain, these threats to contact the Chief Inspector about my past offend me greatly. Okay. That's the Dark Hand Steward, which is him. Uh-huh. Yeah. So that's you. You're a master. You're an initiate. You're an initiate. You two are masters. Is that correct? James Turner. I'm gonna figure out who you would be then. And the seal does make me think you're a lord. Right? That's the fourth, maybe? You got anything else in here? Not sure that's the one I'm looking for. Seven Seas? Is that set? That's not seven, right? No, that's quite clearly... No, that's quite clearly four. Although, that does... Wait a second, when you place the stamp down, it'll be VII, because it'll be opposite way round. So therefore... You must be the Seven Seas guy. Which would make you Lord Alistair Coach, I think. Let me just confirm. Have you got any other documents? That's oars, that's them. You have any other documents on you? No. I think this has to be the right answer. Darkhand Master JT. JT is the one who is director of Seven Seas, so you must be JT actually. You must be JT. You're James Turner. Which therefore makes you Angus McBain. No, was I right the first time with these two? I was. Okay, I was right the first time. Yeah, I let myself get tricked. Okay. People who had the magical relic in their hands chronologically. Well, Walter Keane had it last. Lazarus had it first. And Angus had it in the middle. Yeah. Lazarus did it. Angus had to prove that he could do it. Walter has it at the end. Miracle of flight? Of flying? Yeah. Angus McBain blackmailed Walter Keane to find out how Lazarus Hurst would perform the miracle of flying. Yeah. Okay. I'm just seeing what our options are here. So this is Lazarus Hurst jumped from the lighthouse using the idol to demonstrate the miracle of flying and become the Griffin Reborn. Angus McBain challenged or jumped from the lighthouse afterwards. This resulted in Angus McBain's death from a head wound? Yeah. Okay. When Lazarus Hirsch jumped from the lighthouse and survived using the hidden golden idol, Master Angus McBain thought he had enough information to repeat the miracle and prevent Lazarus from becoming Griffin Reborn. He seized the staff from Lazarus and locked the lighthouse door to prevent foul play. However, he did not know all the secrets to the idol. It did not work for him and Angus jumped to his death. So it could be that he just didn't charge the top bit or something. Okay. Well, now we have the interrupted weekend at the Doctor's Saloon. Sounds very disconnected, but maybe isn't. Okay. Tea house, chess house, croquet field, library, salon, flower beds, fountain. Okay. We have a dead man. Do we know who it is? Dear friend, the elections are over, so let's uphold tradition and have a leisurely weekend at my place with you and Leopold to discuss the Prime Minister's situation. Please join us on May 12th. Kindly confirm your presence, Dr. James Turner. Listen, apologies for the shouting match yesterday. Let's continue discussion at noon. Leo. The man is not breathing and has a huge vertical wound to his forehead. And he has a clean, small sword. Oh God, believe me, my lord, I do not feel comfortable arresting a prime ministerial candidate, but I must ask you to follow me. This is Arthur Faulkner. See someone I need to identify? Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Leopold. We've got a lot of testimonies. We'll do those afterwards. I hope the host did not notice me when he was leaning over the eye-patched gentleman. Brown stone slate seal. Dear Prince, as you know, I'm a great aficionado of Lemurian culture. It'd be my pleasure to invite a member of the Batu clan to spend a leisurely weekend at my estate with some of our own political dignitaries. Please kindly confirm your presence, Dr. James Turner. Okay. So you're Batu. A spicy smelling ornamental box. Dear Prince, I've heard that you got invited to a party by the director of the Seven Seas Company himself. I know you hate associating with these invaders and thieves, and this might just be the opportunity we seek to reclaim our honor. Okay, and then this. Lemurian War Club. Okay. He stole his life just like that. The doctor is a smart man since he saw through his lies. Dear friend, at one of the balls you said that you would love to meet someone actually interesting. I'm having a weekend of drinks in my manor, and a prince from the 11th clan of Lemuria will be joining us. Please do us the honor of your company too. Kindly confirm your presence, Dr. James Turner. A clean, small sword. This is outrageous. I thought you were an honourable man, Leopold, not some Aquitian agent trying to sabotage our friendly relations with the Lemurians and provoke a conflict. Okay. James, it is preposterous. You know damn well he was killed by that Lemurian savage. Dear friend, now the elections are over, please join me for a leisurely weekend at my manor with good old Augustus and some other fine fellows. We'll have some drinks and discuss what to do about the Prime Minister situation. Kindly confirm your presence, Dr. James Turner. So is this, I think this is the guy who we met earlier who was in debt. Yeah, because I think that would make you Brian Walker. I think that's correct. Let's see if that's right. What else have we got? We got this thing there, and then we got this, which is a button is missing. Oh. Also, we have this. A boomerang with blood on it. Sherry. An almost empty glass of sherry. A full glass of sherry. Ha, Leopold, your plan to frame Patu is sublime, but your missing button is more than enough proof that you did it. Constable, please escort this man out. Wait, so that's Leopold. Never mind, so that's not who I thought it was. Okay then, so I'm going to say that this is... Where's Leopold? Wait, didn't we not just have Leopold? Going crazy. Oh, no, that's not something I can click on. Oh, never mind. Wait, I don't even need to... Yeah, wait a second, I can't click on that for some reason. How about you? This is such a mess, however, I will clean the blood out of the rug. Oh lord, I did not expect something like this in our household. Okay. What else have we got here? The seals of the 12 Lemurian clans. Okay, and this is, I guess, is how to count to 12 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Missing one. Psychoactive plants. Drugged. Symptoms. Spotty onion. An illustration of unity with the universe. Increased appetite, hiccups. Black poppy. Sleepiness. Whites of eyes get a pink tinge. That's what he's on. Lemurian lichen. Hyper concentration of on one thing. Loss of perception of time. Rapid blinking. Redberry. Surge of energy. Vocalization of all your thoughts. Twitching. Aggression. Okay. What's this? It's the button. Okay. Now this. Leopold. Also, that'll be you then. It's fine. Had a glass of sherry with James in the library and became drowsy. As he was falling asleep, he saw the Lemurian observing him through the last door. Woke up, found the butler on the floor asleep. Woke up the butler, entered the saloon and found the body. Upon inspecting the weapon, deduced that the Lemurian was the murderer. Instructed the butler to raise the alarm. Gideon. Played croquet with Ergen in the morning. They got bored and went to drink tea in the tea house. Ergen drew his attention to the interesting design of the chess house. Saw Lord Alistair Coach lecture the butler. Saw Master Turner come to the chess house and send the butler away just as Ergen was remarking on the beauty of the chess house. So Sir Alistair leave the chess house and return shortly thereafter. Ergen. Slightly difficult to understand what he says, potentially because he has challenges with our language. Claims that everything young Master Bell says is absolutely correct. Ergen. We just go through these. Trouble with our language. Yeah, I don't know which one is Ergen then. But that's fine. James. He drank a glass of sour sherry with Blanchard in the library in the morning. Then he went to the chess house where he found Lord Alistair and the butler. Ordered the butler to clean up the library and get rid of the bad sherry. Spent the rest of the time playing chess with Alistair until the alarm was raised. As the master of the house, he led the interrogation of the suspects. Okay, that's fine. Alistair. In the morning, he practiced chess at the chess house and educated the butler on his lack of military training. Sometime in the afternoon, Dr. Turner arrived and sent the butler away. They played together and he was very close to winning when the alarm was raised. Okay. And then we have this guy, Podrick. Served Lord Alistair in the chess house in the morning. His master arrived and instructed him to dispose of the spoilt sherry that he and Lord Leopold had drunk and then go and assist Mr. Spade in the garden. Well, you're Mr. Spade then. Wait, that's what I want to do. You are Mr. Spade. Back in here. On entering the library to take away the glasses, found Lord Leopold asleep. Suddenly was overcome by dizziness and fainted due to his weak heart. Was woken by Lord Leopold and instructed to raise the alarm, and so that it ceased lying in the saloon. Okay. And then Billiam. Planted and pruned all morning by the chrysanthemum bush. Saw the young gentleman and his foreigner leave the croquet and go behind the manor. So that'll be you. Billiam Spade. In the afternoon, moved the rose bush. From there saw Lord Augustus leave the fountain at around noon. Continued with his work on the roses until the alarm was raised by Mr. Hill. So, Mr. Hill is Leopold Hill? Because he's the one who raised the alarm, right? Unless... Wait, go back to this one. No. Podrick Hill is... Okay. So, Podrick Hill. You're Arthur Faulkner. So, who is Podrick Hill? And you're Turner, I think. Yeah, let me just stick Turner in. I forgot what your first name is already, but I'm sure you were Turner. That's fine. So, are you the butler? No, so you must be the butler. Yes, you must be the butler. So, therefore, you must be Mr. Hill. think. And you must be Podrick Hill, I think. There we go. Still don't know who that is. I mean, I'm assuming it's Alistair Kosh, I think. That just makes sense to me. You must be Ergin Patu, because it said that we couldn't understand your language and you're the only foreigner here. So that's the only one where it makes sense. Dr. Turner arrived. Blanchard in the library in the morning. So I need to figure out who everyone is. Let me leave here for a little bit and we'll come back. Oh, you got more stuff? Oh, and I just have to click on the Clean Constable's Pike. There's so many places to go. Let's go chess. Okay, we can maybe work out something from the state of the game, but that's okay. 2 cups of spicy smelling tea. One almost empty, the other untouched. Actually, let's go back to the game for a second. Okay, so what have we got here? Well, there's Black King, Black Queen. There's White Bishop. I'm just trying to see if there's any kind of game position that we can see here that's going to be relevant. You are obviously about to take the Queen, but the Queen could obviously just move out of the way, so it's not really a real thing. If you head over here, you could put him in check. It's not really it. I'm trying to see if there's like a checkmate in one on either. You could go head right down here, which would be a fun move, but I don't think that's the correct move here. I was thinking you could head down here, but then you're blocked by this thing. Attack there. Yeah, I don't see an obvious like checkmate. That's what I'm looking. I was looking for an obvious checkmate. Wait a second. You're on the white squares and you're on the white squares. You trying to tell me that you managed to get a bishop all the way to... You managed to get a pawn to the end and turn it into a bishop? No, okay, that's not a real game state. Okay, cool. Well, that makes it easier. Rose bushes. Chrysanthemum bushes. Unfinished croquet game. We're missing one thing. Oh, this. London Gazetteer. Who will be the new Prime Minister? Election results. New Order Party 36, Moderates 32, Loyalists 29. Loyalists, Moderates. So Moderates is the person who's dead. Okay, the New Order Party have the most MPs, but exclude the 2 old parties will form a coalition. This means either Loyalist leader Blanchard or Moderate leader Valentine will become the Prime Minister, leaving Lazarus Hurst and his party in the opposition. Lazarus Hurst? Interesting. So, actually, take this off. You are Blanchard, right? Back in here. You are Blanchard. Okay. That's fine. You're Alistair. Yeah, you're Alistair. Coach. Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. Who do I have things from? Alistair. Spent time with Dr. Turner. James drank with sherry with Blanchard. Okay, who was drinking sherry? Everything Mr. Bell says is absolutely correct. Just trying to see who was drinking sherry. Okay, served Lord Alistair in the chess house. Master arrived. Trotted him to dispose of the spoilt sherry that he and Lord Leopold had drunk. I'm going to assist Mr. Spade. Okay. Yeah, so drank a glass of sour sherry with Blanchard in the library in the morning. So this is... Yeah, so you're the only person who spent any time. So that's James... It was James Turner then. Is it? Wait, maybe not. No. Okay. Sorry, I'm still getting confused as to who everyone is, but that's probably the point. Saw Lord Alistair leave the chess house and return shortly thereafter. Lectured the butler. Okay. Leopold. It's fine. Ergen. Just trying to find last names for people. Yes, that's fine. Served Alistair. Okay, we need another thing somewhere. So he stole the slate back. I see. So he stole the 12th slate, I think. It's James Turner. It was James Turner. It said it in all of the letters. I don't know why I was having trouble. So it's Leopold someone, you're someone. Valentine. So who is Valentine again? Just remembering where we saw everything. I think that's the largest challenge of the game, is like, where did I see that piece of information again? You know, and then trying to work your way back through. Okay, that's sherry. Fallen bottle of sherry. We got anything else in here that I can use? Location of each suspect when the body was found. Alright, yeah, we can do this. So you were with the roses. So the gardener was roses. Doesn't actually say flower beds? Yeah. Okay. Podrick. You were in the library. Podrick was in the library. Podrick being the butler. The doctor. He was playing chess. So doctor was in the chess house. The loyalist. That's you. Okay. Wait, do we have a name for him in here? Loyalist leader Blanchard. Or moderate leader Valentine. You're Blanchard. You're Valentine. Whether that's first or last name, you're Valentine. Oh. Oops. Yeah, I misunderstood, because that's moderates. Yeah. That makes more sense. Okay. Back inside. So. Loyalist. So where was Leopold? So what was the actual question? Location of each suspect when the body was found. Well, he found the body in the saloon. So it has to be the saloon for him. The general? Are you the general? I still don't know who the general is, really. General is Alistair Coach, I guess. Which means that you were playing chess. Okay. The young man, whose name I still do not know, but must be the remaining name. Wait, what have we got? We got Leopold Gideon. Do I have a Gideon? I do not have a Gideon, so therefore you must be Gideon. So Gideon. I'm seeing a lot of Saw. Tea house. You're at the tea house. Okay. And the prince. Played croquet. Got bored, went to drink tea in the tea house. Okay. I mean, you could be at the chess house, but you should be at the tea house then. Yes. Okay. Fantastic. We got all of those right. So, Belle and Augustus. What do you have on your thing? Dear friend. Just check the letters again. Good old Augustus and some other fine fellows. Old Augustus? Well, you must be old Augustus. Are you Gideon Bell? Yes. Wonderful. That gets a whole bunch of stuff out of the way. So Augustus Valentine is the victim. The boomerang is the murder weapon. Saloon is where he was murdered. Body was found by Leopold Blanchard. Fantastic. Early in the morning, blah 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 blah. Okay, early in the morning, something 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 in the something and a something. Meanwhile in the something. So early in the morning. We got an early in the morning one, haven't we? Let's see. Played croquet. You should really be looking at where Augustus was, right? So who hung out with Augustus? So, James drank sour sherry with Blanchard in the library. So, drugged? Oh, yes. James Turner drugged Augustus Valentine in the library, otherwise known as the saloon. Well, no, in the it has to be in the... Are we in the library now? Or are we in the saloon? Oh, I see. There's not really a big separation. Yes, a library. Okay, so you did that in the library. And... I'm just looking at the other options here. Frame, stole a button? Wait, no. With Leopold Blanchard? Stole a button? Wait, is that right? When did Leopold have his thing? Had it last with James. Yeah. So stole a button. Meanwhile, in the something and something a Lemurian from the something. Meanwhile, in the... I'm just trying to figure out what else we got here. Planted, provoked, killed. Meanwhile, in the blank. Meanwhile, in the saloon. Someone killed. So I'm gonna say that's Ergen Petu killed Augustus Valentine and stole a Lemurian seal from the saloon? Wait, that can't be right. From the saloon? In the... At around noon, someone did something to someone else. Planted. That's gotta be James Turner. No. Oh, and this one has to be planted. Planted the button on him to frame Leopold Blanchard. Okay. In the something around noon, someone something, and then something. I'm just thinking what our options are. Huh. In the something. So what was someone doing in noon? Went to the chess house, we saw them. Ordered the butler to clean up the library and get rid of the bad sherry. Spent the rest of the time playing chess with Alistair until the alarm was raised. Had a glass of sherry. Saw the little marine observing him through the glass door. Woke up, found the butler on the floor asleep. Woke up the butler. Butler was on the floor asleep? The butler was also drugged, yeah, so it could be. Because Leopold fell asleep as well, didn't he? Yeah, became drowsy. Into the saloon and found the body. Where are we? Found the butler on the floor. So he's in the library. In the saloon at around noon. James Turner drugged Augustus Valentine? Well, no, Podrick Hill implanted the button on him to frame Leopold Blanchard? Podrick Hill? Okay. He definitely drugged somebody else. Did I get the drugging order? No. Implanted the button on him to frame Leopold. Okay, so no. Wait a second. So he has the button on him. So that the button has to be on Augustus Valentine. Which means that you had to kill him. Which means that you did not kill him. You... provoke? Drugged? Drugged? No. Okay, but... So Ergen Patu stole this thing. Boomerang is the murder weapon. Yeah. Okay. Early in the morning, James Turner drugged Leopold Blanchard in the library and stole a button. You are missing a button? So he stole it, we think. Assuming it was James Turner who did the stealing. But he was the person who had a drink with Leopold, right? Had a glass of sherry with James. James drank a glass of sour sherry with Blanchard in the library in the morning. Yes, that's... Wait. That's fine, right? Yes, so their stories corroborate. What else did you do, James? Went to the chess house where we found Lord Alistair and the butler. Ordered the butler to clean up the library and get rid of the bad sherry. The rest of the time playing chess with Alistair until the alarm was raised. So Alistair wasn't there, but maybe... I think this is still killed. But I think Podrick Hill... something, someone. Let's see. He continued his work until the alarm was raised by him. Nera saw him leave the fountain at noon. Saw Lord Augustus leave the fountain at noon. Moved to the rosebush. From there he saw Lord Augustus leave the fountain at around noon. Lord Augustus left the fountain at noon. Okay. So, it could be something at the fountain. At around noon, someone, something. Could be in the fountain. But what were they doing there? Okay. Let's go and assist Mr. Spade in the garden. Is this too early for him to die? Maybe this is drugged Podrick Hill and stole a marine seal from the saloon at the something around noon. At the saloon? Around noon. Ergen Patu killed Augustus Valentine. Nope. Okay, back to this. It played very well together and it was close to winning. So what's this? This is Alistair's one here. Sent the butler away. So Alistair and James cannot be in the final bit because they're busy. And they corroborate each other's stories. Okay. Ergen claims everything Mr. Bell says is absolutely correct. Played croquet with Ergen. They got bored and went to drink tea. Ergen drew his attention to interest inside the chess house, so Alistair lectured the butler. So Master Turner come to the chess house and send the butler away just as Ergen was remarking the beauty of the chess house. Some leave the chess house and return shortly thereafter. Some leave and return. The glass of sherry with James in the library. The Lemurian through the door. Okay. Spoken by Lord Leopold and told to raise the alarm. You said that you saw Lord Augustus leave the fountain at around noon. Well, if I look at this for a second. So he could have got from the chess house into there without you being able to see. Yes. In which case... Yeah. It was... James... Turner. No. And stole a button. Drugged Podrick Hill. Do you think he maybe drugged Augustus Valentine? No. Okay. We know you're not involved. Let's just work out some people. Let's do this in a different manner, okay? So, let's just eliminate people. Augustus Valentine was not drugged. We're assuming drugged because nobody else was killed, and it's the only thing that has a D at the end, right? He didn't plant someone, he didn't kill someone, therefore he had to drug him. So drugged is the answer here. And he's the person who has the seal. Could be Gideon who stole something, I suppose, but they were together all day, so it can't be Gideon. Well, let me go back to Gideon's story. They got bored and drank tea in the tea house. Okay. And you have the thing. No, so he stole this just now. Never mind, he stole this now. Yeah, so he stole this now. So actually... Well, no, he stole Lemurian seal. Wait a second. Augustus Valentine drugged Podrick Hill and stole the Lemurian seal. Because he said he was leaning over the body. Yeah, so I think you drugged somebody. Because you two were not there. You weren't there. You may have drugged someone. Alistair wasn't there. James Turner wasn't there. So Billum wasn't there. Was it Leopold Blanchard? Okay, let's clear some of these out for a second, just so I can do this. I think this was Podrick Hill. Right? And stole the Lemurian seal from the saloon. Yeah. In the saloon at around noon, someone killed you. And planted the button on him to frame Leopold Blanchard. Okay. We think this could be James Turner. It's not correct. Who else could it be? Let me go back to this again. I'm going crazy. Okay. So, let's figure this one out. So, you saw the young gentleman and the foreigner leave the croquet and go behind the manor. The young gentleman and the foreigner left the croquet and went behind the manor. Because they So they left the croquet and went behind the manor. So they were here somewhere, right? They said they went to the tea house. Okay. Podrick served Lord Alistair in the chess house in the morning. Wait a second. In the morning, practiced chess at the chess house and educated the butler on his lack of military training. So that is correct. So Alistair did that. And is that what Podrick said he did? Yeah. His master arrived and instructed him to dispose of the spoilt sherry that he and Lord Leopold had drunk, then go assist Mr. Spade in the garden. So, in the morning, if we're looking at this, Leopold was here, and then was sent into here to go and deal with the sherry. Or into here to go and deal with the sherry, right? So that's fine. Not Leopold, sorry, Podrick. On entering the library to take away the glasses, found Lord Leopold asleep. Suddenly was overcome by dizziness and fainted due to his weak heart. Let me just have a look here. Full glass of sherry, almost empty glass of sherry. So he's saying that he drank it? Well, what have you got going on? You got red eye and you've got red eye. So you drank the same thing. So actually, nobody drugged Podrick because Podrick drugged himself. Podrick drugged himself. I see. Then was woken and had to raise the alarm. Okay. Let's start with let's go next one. Alistair. Sometime in the afternoon, Dr. Turner arrived and sent the butler away. Okay. They played together and was very close to winning. So Alistair is completely out. Alistair is not involved, as far as we're aware. James. He drank a glass of sour sherry with Blanchard in the library in the morning. We know he did that. Wait, no. No, he didn't. James didn't drink anything with him. Because Lord Leopold was drinking. So James was not drinking with Blanchard in the library in the morning, right? Oh no, he was. Yes, because Leopold is Blanchard. Getting confused. Right, then he went to the chess house, found Lord Alistair and the butler, ordered the butler to clean up the library, spent the rest of the time playing chess. Okay. So, James, in the morning, did drug Leopold Blanchard and stole a button. That much we're pretty certain of. He's the only person with the button, therefore he has to be the person who planted the button at the end. Correct? It just kind of makes sense that he would be the person who planted the button at the end. Okay. So we know that. Let me go back to this one. So yeah, so he has to be the only person. Ergen. Slightly difficult to understand what he says. Everything Mr. Bell says is correct. Gideon. Played croquet with Ergen in the morning. They got bored, so went to drink tea at the tea house. Ergen drew his attention to the interesting design of the chess house, so Lord Alistair Coach lectured the butler. Saw Master Turner come to the chess house and send the butler away just as Ergen was remarking on the beauty of the chess house. Saw Lord Alistair leave the chess house and return shortly thereafter. So he left, killed him, and then came back. And at this point, you were knocked out. No, you were knocked out, and you were knocked out. Okay. Gideon. That's fine. Leopold. Okay. So there is a chance that Gideon did something in here. And stole... Yeah, and stolen the Marian seal from the saloon. So I think Augustus Valentine stole the seal. The question is what else he did. Could he have drugged someone? Who was Augustus Valentine with? So he was with No. Was he with anyone? All the way through the day? Where was he? Nobody was with him at any point during the day. Huh. Interesting. So, could say planted something. Planted something. No, so this has to be drugged. Have we got any other drugs? Let me have a look. So, spotty onion. Increased appetite, hiccups. Sleepiness, whites of eyes get a pink tint. So that's what they were having poppy. Also perception of time, rapid blinking. Someone blinking a lot? Vocalization of all your thoughts, twitching, aggression. You're blinking. Look at this guy. This guy's blinking. So you hyper concentration on one thing, loss of time. Wait a second. I think I got it. So actually, Gideon, so Ergen Patel drugged Gideon Bell and stole the Lemurian seal from the saloon. In the saloon. No, in the field? Saloon? Saloon? Tea house? Tea house. Aha. So now, 2 or fewer slots so we can correct. So I got something wrong. So you drugged him in the tea house and stole a Lemurian seal from the saloon. Yes. It's called a seal, right? Yes. Okay. So you stole the seal from the saloon around noon. James Turner killed Augustus Valentine and planted the button on him to frame Leopold Blanchard. Yeah? Maybe you didn't drug him. Because you didn't drink any of the sherry. So you didn't necessarily drug him. But you did steal a button in a library. Maybe it's in, maybe one of the locations is wrong. Maybe this is the fountain? No. This is the saloon. So we know that one's correct. Maybe it wasn't James Turner? Let me just do something for a second. Okay. I switched this one, that means it's not James Turner. So James Turner didn't kill Augustus Valentine in the saloon around noon. Planted the button on him. Could it be Podrick Hill? Nope. 2 or fewer are incorrect. Who killed? Was it Ergen Patel? No? Alistair? Was it you? I see. Wait a second. Anyway, Brotherhood members Alistair and James plotted to turn the ruling moderate and loyalist parties against each other. Over the course of a weekend at James's manor, Alistair murdered the moderate leader and James framed the loyalist leader. Okay, I know we've solved it already, but James said they were playing chess with Alistair, so they were corroborating each other, which makes sense. Billum? So Lord Augustus leave the fountain at around noon. Oh, wait a second. No, that's Lord Augustus Valentine. No. Okay, wait a second. Gideon? Lord Alistair leave. It was Lord Alistair who left, not James. Oh. That was what I was missing. I was getting these two mixed up. I was too lost in the sauce. Alright. Next chapter. There's only 2 bits left. Okay. Except this one looks larger. Alright then. Well, next time, it's the New Order. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.